Change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. From the 50, it's Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Darnold. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. He missed on his first three passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Williams He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Right there. 54 Mike.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Henry Anderson, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, New York.
You're outside. 42's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. This complete to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. first down. Rodgers steps away to his left. Got his man. It's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
319. Check. Watch 54. All right.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. The connection made. It's Graham. A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
Or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Faking the give. Darnold flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
42. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
A first down throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Darnold, caught here by Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency break.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flushed out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
319. 54 Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down and 4, Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And Graham's got it. Complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Jets take over at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Now it's Darnold. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's...
And Darnold, he lost the football. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. It's Williams on the catch. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Here we go, here we go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's looking deep for Bell. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Nifty move, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Fickens' kick is good. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.